Complex gameplay is by no means a prerequisite for a great game, especially in the horror genre. Opossum Country shows that sometimes it's enough to tell a story simply by walking around a place and interacting with objects or NPCs. You'll find no complicated RPG mechanics or button combinations here, that's for sure, but what you will find is tension, ambiance, and a creepy atmosphere so thick you could chew on it. You might find the possums got there first, however. A pay-what-you-like video game made, as many of these sorts of things are, in GB Studio. For the Scream FM game jam, Opossum Country was developed by the rather prolific indie creator Ben Gelter towards the end of 2020, a time when being eaten alive by rabid opossums was actually not the worst way to spend an afternoon. And neither is this. You play as this pizza guy who gets the call to deliver to this isolated caravan park community that's straight out of Twin Peaks or some low-budget 80s slasher flick. When he gets there, he can't for the life of him figure out who the food's for, and of course there's no cell signal to double check. The only thing for it is to knock on some of the trailers and ask the residents. First mistake. Pretty soon you'll start to notice something's off, with talk of a mysterious Bill character and a girl who's gone missing. That and the ever-looming presence of the zombified opossums meandering somewhat menacingly around the arena. Game mechanics are incredibly simplistic, as I say. You'll simply walk between trailers following the mysterious trail that quickly becomes uncovered. The most involved bit, in quote-unquote gameplay terms, is when you get the shotgun. You'll go into a first-person mode controlling a targeting reticle, and while the controls and timing here are a bit difficult to gauge, it's still a cool addition. I'm not going to talk any more about the storyline, as this isn't a long game and you really need to experience it for yourself. I don't want to spoil anything. I mean, you can finish it in like a quarter of an hour, but that doesn't mean that the tale is a shallow one, and through plot twists and show-don't-tell psychological storytelling, you'll find yourself engrossed pretty quickly. It's a headphones and lights-out one, to be sure. To be experienced properly, I mean, that goes as standard, and the minimalist sound sets the stage in a really haunting way, to be dressed by the wonderfully creepy and occasionally quite graphic artwork. The palette choices are similarly minimal, but very clever. Cold blues and purples, occasionally highlighted by the red of, well, you don't need me to tell you.